Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I was a little MIA last week. I was actually on vacation. My wife had a week off and my daughter's spring break from college happened to line up, so we went up northern Arizona and hung out for a few days. While I was up there, we did hit a couple of thrift stores, antique stores. I didn't see too much in the way of comic books. I did find a couple of cases where they had some comic books, but I feel like they were a little overpriced. There was an issue of an X-Men that was signed by Claremont, but I just couldn't pull the trigger on it to purchase it. But I did find a few good things up there, so this is my vacation haul, if you will. I will do another video with my weekly pickup right after this one. So up in northern Arizona, the Flagstaff area, there is one comic book store. It used to say there was more, but I've only ever come across one. And the right across the road is a secondhand bookstore, and it's a franchise. It's one that I've mentioned in my videos down here in the Phoenix area. It's called Bookman's, and the Mesa store has got a pretty big comic book selection. You've seen my past videos where I've traded stuff in, gotten some pretty decent keys. Up there, not so much the case. Their comic book section is a lot smaller. Not a whole lot, but every time I go in there I take a look. This time I was actually pretty surprised at what I found and pretty excited about it. So I honestly still had credit from the Mesa store, so I was able to use it up there. So first up is a series that I've been wanting to find, my Aftershock, and it's called Black Eyed Kids. I've never been able to find this except for now, and they had the entire 8-issue run. Now, if you haven't heard about it, Black Eyed Kids is kind of an urban myth. They've had reports of people being awoken at the early hours of the morning, late at night, and they look through the peephole and they see these kids standing there asking for help, and then they realize that they can't see their eyes. Their eyes are just completely blacked over. And then this is one I'd never heard of before, Nocturnal's Witching Hour, my Dark Horse. I read through it. The artwork is phenomenal, and apparently there's a whole cast of characters with their own series, their own story, so I'm gonna have to look for more of these. It's endorsed by Rob Zombie, who's real big into comic books. But yeah, I really love the artwork in this, black and white. So I'm gonna have to look into some of the other titles, other characters, and see what I can find. They had a big run of Batman New 52 issues, all for $2. So I grabbed a few. This is one of the series that I'm trying to complete. Got quite a few. I do have some of the key issues, like the Court of Owls first appearance, things like that. So number 15, 16, which are awesome Joker covers. 17. Then 21, 4. And then 25 is a little hard to see because it's a whole black one, but for being a completely black cover, it's in phenomenal shape. $29. $30. $82. $4. And then 37. I know I have 37, but I didn't know if I had this cover or not. I'll have to go back and double check, but it is a pretty awesome cover. And then they do have you know, some higher end stuff in there. I found a Chamber of Chills 22. Really really liked the cover. It jumped out at me. It's not the greatest copy. It wasn't very expensive, but I do love horror. And then probably the big issue I got from there was this is Bounty Hunters number 4. And I love Boba Fett, so I had to get it. And then in the comic book store, I went in there to see what they had. They're one of the few comic book stores I've been into that's got a pretty decent sized Thor section. Some of the earlier issues, like in the hundreds, but they were pretty pricey for the condition they were in, I'm going to be honest. But I did end up picking up Ultimate Spider-Man number 2, the 1/25 variant. It's a pretty cool cover. And probably some of the bigger ones that I got were the first in-story appearance of Red Hulk. And then the first cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz. And then her first actual appearance as Power Ring. So that was my haul for my vacation. So as always, let me know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.